High in the Andes Mountains of Peru, you'll find Arequipa, a city known as the White City. 3 huge volcanoes surround it, and the sun makes Arequipa's buildings shine. The city's history is visible in its large plazas, cobblestone streets, and fancy churches. Arequipa's story is all about Sillar, the white volcanic rock that makes the city so special. Sillar's special texture helps keep buildings cool, which is perfect for Arequipa's weather. You can see a mix of local and Spanish styles in the buildings and culture. Arequipa's Old Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's full of interesting stories. Let's explore Arequipa's most famous landmarks. Before the Spanish arrived, different groups of people lived in Arequipa. The Wari people were great engineers and farmers. The Inca Empire added Arequipa to their lands and brought their language, Quechua, and their style of building. When the Spanish arrived in 1540, everything changed. The Spanish changed Arequipa a lot. They built big churches and monasteries using local workers. These buildings showed Spanish power. Local and Spanish traditions mixed together, creating something new. Arequipa played a big part in Peru's fight for freedom. In the 1800s, Arequipa became independent and wealthy. New building styles showed the city's growing connection to the world. Arequipa became a place for artists and thinkers. Today, Arequipa's Old Town shows its history and its strength. Arequipa's white Sillar buildings shine in the Andean sun. Sillar is light and lets builders create detailed designs. It also helps keep buildings cool. When the sun sets, the Sillar turns a beautiful golden color. Sillar looks delicate, but it's very strong. Arequipa's Sillar buildings have survived many earthquakes. Sillar shows how clever the builders were. Even today, new buildings use Sillar, keeping the tradition alive. Arequipa is a beautiful and practical city. The Plaza de Armas is a great example of colonial city planning. Arequipa's historic center is a busy mix of old and new. Sillar represents Arequipa's identity, strength, and spirit. Arequipa's historical center is full of amazing buildings, each with its own story. The city, often referred to as the White City, is renowned for its unique architecture made from Sillar, a white volcanic stone. This stone not only gives the buildings their distinctive color, but also their resilience and beauty. Walking through the streets of Arequipa, you can feel the history and culture embedded in every corner. In the main square, the Plaza de Armas, you'll find the Basilica Cathedral of Arequipa, a beautiful building made of Sillar. This cathedral is not just a place of worship, but a symbol of the city's rich history and architectural prowess. Its grand neo-Renaissance front, stretching an entire city block, is decorated with detailed carvings, tall towers, and a large central doorway. The intricate designs and the sheer scale of the facade are a testament to the craftsmanship of the builders and the importance of the cathedral in the city's history. Damaged by earthquakes over the years, the cathedral has been rebuilt and restored many times, showing how strong the city and the Sillar are. Each restoration has added a new layer to its history, making it a living monument that tells the story of Arequipa's resilience and determination. Inside the cathedral, it feels grand and peaceful. The high ceilings and vast open spaces create a sense of awe and reverence. The interior is a sanctuary from the bustling city outside, offering a place for reflection and tranquility. Colorful light shines through stained glass windows, casting vibrant hues across the stone walls. These windows are not just decorative, they tell stories of faith and history, adding to the cathedral's spiritual and cultural significance. The inside is a mix of neoclassical and Baroque styles, with fancy altars, detailed woodwork, and religious paintings from the Escuela Arequipeña, a famous group of colonial artists. These elements combine to create a rich tapestry of art and architecture that reflects the diverse influences that have shaped Arequipa over the centuries. Around the Plaza de Armas are other elegant colonial buildings made of sillar. These structures, with their graceful arches and sturdy walls, are a reminder of the city's colonial past and its enduring legacy. One of these is the Palacio Municipal, the City Hall, with its mix of architectural styles. This building serves as the administrative heart of the city, where important decisions are made and the city's future is shaped. First built in the 1500s, it has changed over time, and its current front shows a mix of neoclassical and Baroque styles. The evolution of this building mirrors the evolution of Arequipa itself, blending the old with the new in a harmonious balance. These buildings are not just old relics, they are part of everyday life in Arequipa. Locals interact with these historical structures daily, whether they are working, shopping, or simply enjoying a stroll through the city. The Plaza de Armas is a busy place where people meet, shop, and admire the beautiful buildings. It is the vibrant heart of the city, where the past and present come together in a lively and dynamic way. It shows how Arequipa keeps its history alive while enjoying modern life. The city is a living museum, where every building and street has a story to tell, and where the past is always present, enriching the lives of those who live and visit here. Near the Plaza de Armas is another beautiful building, the Iglesia de la Compañía. This church stands as a testament to the rich history and cultural heritage of Arequipa. Its presence near the bustling Plaza de Armas makes it a focal point for both locals and tourists alike, drawing them in with its stunning architecture and historical significance. Built by Jesuit priests in the 1600s, this church is a great example of the Baroque style, with lots of carvings, spiraling columns, and religious pictures. The intricate details of the Baroque architecture reflect the artistic and spiritual aspirations of the time, showcasing the dedication and craftsmanship of the Jesuit builders. The Jesuits wanted a church that would inspire awe and devotion. They aimed to create a space where the faithful could feel a deep connection to their spirituality, surrounded by beauty and grandeur. The church's design was intended to elevate the soul and bring worshippers closer to the divine. The church's front is full of details, showing the skill of the local craftsmen. Each carving and embellishment tells a story, reflecting the religious and cultural narratives of the time. The facade serves as a visual sermon, communicating messages of faith and devotion to all who pass by. Angels and saints seem to dance across the sillar. These figures, carved with such precision and care, add a sense of movement and life to the stone. They invite viewers to contemplate the heavenly realm and the stories of the saints depicted. The main doorway, with twisted columns and a picture of the Virgin Mary, invites you inside. This entrance is not just a physical threshold, but a symbolic passage into a sacred space. The Virgin Mary, depicted with grace and serenity, welcomes all who seek solace and spiritual refuge. Inside, the church is full of light and color. The interplay of light through the stained glass windows creates a vibrant and uplifting atmosphere. The colors and patterns of the glass tell biblical stories and add to the overall sense of wonder and reverence. Sunlight shines through stained glass windows onto the gilded altars, intricate woodwork, and beautiful ceiling paintings. This natural illumination highlights the craftsmanship and artistry of the church's interior, creating a dynamic and ever-changing display of light and shadow. The main altarpiece, a huge work of carved wood covered in gold, is amazing. It stands as the focal point of the church, drawing the eye and inspiring awe. The gold detailing adds a sense of opulence and divine radiance, making it a fitting centerpiece for such a grand space. The Iglesia de la Compañía is just one of many religious buildings in Arequipa's historic center. This area is a treasure trove of architectural and historical gems, each contributing to the rich tapestry of the city's cultural heritage. Monasteries, convents, and chapels, each with its own style and history, show the city's strong Catholic faith and rich colonial past. These buildings are not just places of worship, but also repositories of art, history, and community life. They show us a time when religion was very important, and art and architecture expressed faith. The legacy of these buildings continues to inspire and educate, reminding us of the enduring power of faith and the human spirit's capacity for creativity and devotion. You must visit the Monasterio de Santa Catalina, a city within a city. This sprawling complex is not just a historical site, but a living testament to the rich cultural and religious heritage of Arequipa. Hidden behind high walls for a long time, this large complex of cobblestone streets, colorful courtyards and gardens shows us a world from the past. Walking through its narrow lanes, you can almost hear the whispers of history echoing through the air. Founded in 1579, Santa Catalina was home to many nuns from Arequipa's wealthy families. These nuns lived in seclusion, dedicating their lives to prayer and community service, creating a unique microcosm of devotion and discipline. Entering the monastery feels like entering another world. The hustle and bustle of modern life fade away, replaced by a serene and contemplative atmosphere that invites introspection. The city noise disappears, and it feels very peaceful. The tranquil courtyards and gardens offer a perfect escape, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in the quiet beauty of the surroundings. The monastery's white walls, terracotta roofs, and bright colors create a peaceful feeling. The vibrant hues of the walls contrast beautifully with the blue sky, creating a picturesque setting that is both calming and inspiring. Inside Santa Catalina, you'll find many connected cloisters, each different. These cloisters, with their unique architectural styles, tell stories of the different eras and influences that have shaped the monastery over the centuries. Some are simple and quiet, while others are full of color, with murals showing stories from the Bible. These murals, painted with great care and devotion, offer a glimpse into the spiritual life and artistic expression of the nuns. The monastery's kitchens show us how the nuns lived. These kitchens, with their old cooking utensils and traditional methods, reflect the simplicity and self-sufficiency of monastic life. Today, Santa Catalina is no longer a monastery, but it's still an important place in Arequipa. It stands as a cultural and historical landmark, attracting visitors from all over the world who come to experience its unique charm. Open to the public, it lets visitors experience the quiet of monastic life and the beautiful architecture. Walking through its peaceful walkways, one can feel a deep connection to the past and the enduring legacy of the nuns who once lived here. It shows that even in a modern city like Arequipa, the past is still alive. The contrast between the historical architecture of the monastery and the modern cityscape highlights the rich tapestry of history and progress that defines Arequipa. Arequipa has a vibrant culture with a mix of indigenous and Spanish traditions. You can see this mix in the music, food, and festivals. Experiencing Arequipa is like stepping into a living history, where the past is celebrated. Arequipa has a strong connection to its indigenous roots. The Quechua language is still spoken, and traditional crafts like weaving and pottery are still practiced. You can see the mix of cultures in the food, like rocoto relleno, stuffed peppers, and ocopa, potato stew. Arequipa is also known for its picanterias, traditional restaurants. Arequipa also has traditional music and dance. The marinera, a graceful dance with Spanish and African roots, is very popular. Arequipa has many vibrant festivals. One of the most important is the Feast of the Virgin of Chapi in May. This week-long celebration honors Arequipa's patron saint. Thousands of people travel to the Santuario de la Virgen de Chapi, a shrine high in the Andes. During the festival, there are processions, music, and dancing. Decorated floats carry images of the Virgin through the city. Another big festival is the Corso de la Amistad in August. This parade celebrates the city's anniversary, with groups showing their creativity through music, dance, and costumes. But Arequipa's culture isn't just about big festivals. You can see it in the markets, the serenatas, traditional music performances, and the friendly people. When the sun sets, Arequipa becomes magical. People come out to enjoy the cool evening and the nightlife. Arequipa has many bars, restaurants and peñas, traditional music venues. In the peñas, you can hear traditional music with guitars, carangos and cajones. The music tells stories of love, loss and the Arequipeñan spirit. Arequipa also has modern bars and clubs, from rooftop bars with city views to cozy pubs. There are also many restaurants with outdoor seating, serving everything from traditional food to international dishes. Arequipa's nightlife mixes tradition and modernity. Arequipa shows the strength and creativity of people. From its ancient beginnings to its colonial past and modern vibrancy, the city has always changed while keeping its heritage. The white Sillar buildings represent Arequipa's resilience. Today, Arequipa faces the challenges of modernization and tourism. The city works hard to protect its history while embracing progress. Arequipa knows that its past is important. A trip to Arequipa is more than just sightseeing. It's an experience of a rich culture. Walking through the streets, you can almost feel the history. The smells of spices and fresh bread create a special atmosphere. Every experience reminds you that beauty can be found everywhere. Arequipa is a city you won't forget. It makes you think, makes you curious, and reminds you of the power of human connection. Come, explore the streets, meet the people, and discover the magic of the White City. Arequipa offers an unforgettable journey.